Yeah.
My McDonald's drink.
Yeah.
That's my one.
What do you get? What do you have?
But it has at least like cream in it, because that's not straight coffee.
No, I put a little bit of like low-fat cream in it, and I don't put any sweetener in it.
No, I asked for a little bit. I asked for a little bit.
That's a little bit for McDonald's. This is a little bit for McDonald's, okay?
I know the color of coffee.
Sometimes I take a drink, I'm like, oh, sugar. I was like, can I get a splash of cream? They did like a big splash of cream, but I got no sugar in it.
Like
so.
50% coffee, 50% cream.
And usually I ask for Splenda, and I forgot today, and so I took a drink of it, and I was like, oh, there's nothing in there. That's fine, it's better for me.
Are we live?
You guys are live.
We're talking about our coffee
Are we
preferences.
live?
It's fine.
Are we live? Hold on.
Get on
Live too?
on
Both.
Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Yep.
No,
Hi,
hi,
everybody. Now you know how Darby likes her coffee.
With a
So,
splash.
you know, if anybody wants to send me
splash
a
a
coffee.
cup.
A cup of cream.
I love it. You're like, it just has a little.
It's just a little bit of cream.
It really doesn't.
Darby, that color is way off.
It's just straight milk with a dash of coffee,
I hate it.
with a coffee bean floating in it.
That's almost what it
a little
looks
bit
like.
of pick me up.
Oh,
Tanya, hey from Florida. Happy J-Cam.
I saw one. I wanted to do shout out to Leanne. I can't wait to visit the Utah store next weekend.
Oh,
So
Leanne, you'll
excited.
beat me to it because I still haven't been to the Utah store.
They're going to be so excited. We love it. Well, Darby, more than anybody, knows how much we love customers. I was gonna, outside customers. Customers who don't live in Twin Falls or, Utah. We love when customers come and visit the store.
I do. It's exciting.
It's weird to say that because it's only customers who come visit the store because they buy things at the store, so they are customers.
I caught your drift. I knew what you were trying to say.
That's why I was like, the customer's like over there.
Oh, Amanda says she prefers her coffee the same way, more cream than coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't usually like a ton of cream, but when I asked for a splash of cream, I got like a cup. And I'm not complaining, it's fine. So,
So
Denise, my grandma, would put just a little bit of coffee in her cup and then fill it up with
no. What is that?
wine.
Oh.
A wine name, but I don't think that's right.
Oh,
I mean, maybe.
yeah.
Oh, I'm curious to know what.
Good
no
afternoon
not is.
from Norway.
Oh, that's a long ways
so
away.
sweet.
Tracy is saying she has no sound, but it looks like everyone else is responding to our
Coffee.
talking.
Coffee.
Yeah, it is a
Coffee
little
conversation.
warm in here, so we're kind of a little worried about electronics. So
Our
please
faces
let us
will
know.
be dripping like no.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
us know.
we-
if
Oh,
you're
it's
having
evaporated
It's evaporated milk.
I
That's-
would not have guessed.
I would have not guessed
Obviously,
that either.
I went to wine.
She said she went straight to it being an alcohol additive.
That sounds like a really strong drug.
Oh goodness. And Danny, are you looking at Instagram for
Yeah,
us?
I don't
Okay.
have any comments so far.
Okay, well
Awesome.
that's cool. We haven't really talked about anything so far, but we do have a couple things to talk about.
Oh, you know what?
Oh,
On Instagram, we're on my personal account, so I'm gonna restart. I was
Hi-
wondering why
hi, Danny's
we had like
family.
3 views. I was like, sweet.
Hi, Danny's family.
All right, I'm gonna restart that.
So we'll just wait another minute.
Oh
Instagram
man.
wasn't on. It was. You just aren't friends with
Guys,
Danny.
if I laugh too much, I'm starting to get sweaty.
That is
Oh, how is everyone dealing with the heat wave? That is a great question.
It
I'm
is
staying
hot
in air
here.
conditioning.
It is way too hot here.
I think it's way too hot most places.
I'm having to witness some of my poor flowers in the garden that are just not
Aw.
enjoying this and just kind of shriveling away.
I think my mom said, I have yet to, I keep telling people this as if it's a known fact, but I haven't actually looked it up, so I'm just trusting that my mom knows what she's talking about. But she says the high for, the record high for Twin Falls is 110. And I'm like, it's the beginning of July, and we might hit that next week.
Yeah.
Like, we haven't even hit August yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
It was
gran-
100
It's
yesterday.
scary.
My grandma talks about, so my grandma's 82 for reference, and her birthday's July 9th, and she said she still holds the record from the day she was born. It was 106, and she was born at home.
Oh.
And
Probably with no AC.
In 1939.
So no AC.
So, her
Hopefully
record,
some sterile.
her record has held every year. It still has not got hotter than 106 degrees on July 9th. So.
Is that, when is July 9th? Because I think Wednesday of next week is supposed to be the hottest, and I think it's supposed to be over
Next
106.
Friday.
next Friday. So
Next
she
Friday.
might still
So she
win.
might lose it this year. You never
We'll
know.
see.
Tiffany Rose says hello from Virginia. We have crazy rain, and I miss Virginia rain. It was crazy, and the storms and the thunderstorms and the lightning storms over in Virginia. Oh, it's kind of making me a little nostalgic.
Yeah,
So I hope you like your crazy rain.
especially with no rain here or a
It's
lot
dry.
of the surrounding. Yeah, really anywhere in the West, there's not any rain. So, so yes, enjoy that crazy rain.
I thought it was going to rain yesterday.
It did look like it was rolling in. There was some stuff
And
going
then it
on
rolled
in the
right
south,
out.
in the South Hills.
It teased us a
Oh.
little bit.
Okay, so are we live on Instagram now?
Yeah, sorry guys. I had it. For those of you just joining on Instagram, I was accidentally broadcasting on my personal account, which I never use. So
We had 3 viewers.
Yellow
Thank you.
Bird.
We
Those
appreciate those previews. They were probably like, "What the heck is Danny doing?"
It's like, this is who are these people?
Who are these ladies, Danny?
Oh, too funny.
Oh, Michelle says I'm new to PT and I'm loving the products and transparency of the company. So
Yay.
glad to have you to the family,
Welcome,
Michelle.
yeah, welcome to the family, Michelle.
So, speaking of plant therapy and not coffee
Mhm.
or the heat,
Mhm.
we have a couple things to talk about today. This live, we were originally going to do it on respiratory support, and we have some questions, so we're going to talk about that. But I have a feeling that most of it is going to curve to July Customer Appreciation Month. Exactly, Carol, JCAM, exclamation point. But before we talk about JCAM, which is our July Customer Appreciation Month for those that are new to plant therapy, we are going to talk about oils that can help with respiratory support. So we did receive a few questions that we're going to address, but if any of our live viewers have any questions about anything to do with respiratory support or really anything at all, leave your question in the comments and we'll get to those as well.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with one of, I think, the most common questions.
Your paper's upside down.
Let me straighten my paper out. It's Friday, guys. It's almost 4th of July. Okay, that's my excuse. I'm excited. So, our first question is, I read somewhere that respiratory problems can become worse with essential oil aromatherapy. Is that a possible concern? So my answer to that is it can be. Absolutely. There are some oils that are recommended for respiratory support, like a peppermint or a eucalyptus, that can be a little more aggressive and can maybe worsen the problems, especially depending on how you're using it. If you are going to use, like, let's say peppermint and a diluted roll-on would be a lot more gentle on your system than, say, if you wanted to do like a steam, like a heat, what's that called? Like a heat bath, a steam.
I call them a steamer.
A
I
s-
don't think that's the official name of them, but that's
Yeah.
what I've always called it.
And
is a
that's where
steamer.
you would have hot water and you would do a drop or two of your essential oil of choice. You could put a towel over your head and breathe it in that way. That's going to be a very direct way for those oils to get right into your system, and sometimes they can be very strong and they can maybe aggravate symptoms. But luckily, there are so many different essential oils that you can use for these concerns. It's not just these ones that you might find some irritation with. So if you do happen to use some essential oils for respiratory concerns and you're finding they're just not working for you, there's so many more. And a lot of gentle choices too, not just like a peppermint or a eucalyptus.
Yeah, even a lavender
Mm-hmm.
can help with respiratory support. It's super gentle and it can people use it and it's beneficial. So anywhere from as soft as a lavender is, to the intensity of like a eucalyptus globulus or something.
Yeah. Well,
And anything in between.
Yeah, exactly. And I always tell people to treat, using essential oils for respiratory concern, you really need to treat like you would use essential oils for anything else. They're very potent, they're concentrated, so less is more. Use them as needed. They're not intended to be used in those ways every single day. And then realizing too, this is a fun fact that I always thought was really interesting, when you inhale essential oils, you're actually getting like 70% of its constituents into your system. Whereas usually with topical use, you're only getting about 10. So you're getting a lot more of those essential oils into your system when you're inhaling them through like steam or diffuser or anything like that. So when you kind of put it into that perspective, you can see like there's a lot of that going into my system, and we really want to respect our insides and not overwhelm them, because with it going into our bloodstream at that capacity, there is the possibility of your body kind of saying, okay,
Too much.
I get the point, it's too much. So kind of, you know, I used to always recommend that people use it as needed, but they're not intended to be something you use all day, every single day.
So I'm going to pause this really fast. Danny, we are hearing on Facebook that it is trying to auto zoom and it just keeps going in and out.
Yeah,
Would it
it's-
help if you got it a little closer? So
Let me
maybe
see.
it wouldn't try to go to the background, go to us.
It doesn't
I'm gonna
recognize our faces.
Yeah, that's what.
It's maybe because I wore a white shirt. I'm very fair and I'm on the white couch. So it's maybe like, is there a person there? I'm not sure. I can't find her.
Yeah, let's see if that helps. I tried to.
Just pop.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fantastic. Your hair is popping today.
I woke up
It looks
early
really
enough.
cute.
Thank you. I woke up early enough to do it.
I like it.
Thank you. I got a new
When I walked in, I was like, look at Darby's hair.
It's not in
It's
the
like
bun.
the first thing I noticed.
It's not in the mom bun like it is.
Is it still happening?
Yeah, and that's probably just the. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still
It's-
happening.
Well, you guys
Sorry.
are gonna get the Beats remix on Facebook. And that's, you know, you
Yeah,
guys
we'll add
some
music later.
We
with
normally use a camera, but the equipment seems to not be working because
It's
too
so hot.
in here.
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
So
Speaking
we
of power handling the
apologize.
heat wave, it's melting our equipment.
Things are
guys.
breaking.
Okay.
It looks like everything's going well on Instagram. So if you have Instagram, you can hop on over there, and if you don't, we apologize.
Well, and I
Yeah,
think YouTube
sorry, guys.
is okay too. It looks like it's mainly on
It's the
Facebook.
same
I
camera,
think,
though.
yeah.
Is it?
It's. I'm watching the live stream here, and it is. It just pulses every once in a while.
Okay,
Well,
we'll
at least
try not
the
to move.
sound is okay.
Yeah, I mean, just close one
Close your
eye.
eyes. Just close your eyes and listen.
I wanted to point out really fast while we were trying to fix the camera, someone said that they also use our Himalayan salt inhaler, which is a fantastic option for respiratory support as well, especially for those that have allergies. It can really just like clear everything out, to help with the intensity of the allergy. So
Well, and it's a
great
lot
option.
gentler. So if you are someone that's really sensitive to aromas and smells, even if you did something, I know of people that even lavender or something more gentle can be kind of exhausting on their system. People that have asthma and things like that. So having something like a Himalayan salt inhaler could be a really gentle alternative. My kids love using the Himalayan salt inhaler. They love that.
Okay, ready for the next question?
We're ready.
The differences between Clear Again, Respirate, Sniffle Stopper, and Sneezy Stop, which are our 4 primary blends that we have for respiratory concerns. So we had some questions about what's the difference between them. So I think we can start with Clear Again. So Clear Again is designed primarily for respiratory concerns related to seasonal allergies. It has oils in it that are designed to help reduce inflammation, which is a huge symptom of allergies, is you just get really inflamed. So, I mean, it has lavender, chamomile, helichrysum, and neoli. So if you're suffering from something that's very seasonally related, you would want to do Clear Again. The companion, the kid-safe companion to Clear Again is Sneezy Stop. So also for children or adults that are having those respiratory issues because of seasonal issues, but it's a little more gentle because it doesn't have neoli. And actually Sneezy Stop has tansy, and it has rose, and it has geranium. So it's also got a very different scent profile if you're not really loving Clear Again.
Did you guys
So
know
let's-
that Nioli is related to tea tree? So they're in the same family.
So Les says, I love Clear Again. I'm all about the chamomile.
Great for inflammation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have Respirate. So Respirate is our more direct response to respiratory issues. That's the one with the peppermint and eucalyptus, and it has pine and cypress and spruce. So those conifer oils too are really great at clearing up congestion, not just from seasonal allergies, but anything that you might have throughout the year. And the kid-safe companion to that one is Sniffle Stopper, which again is a little more gentle, has a little bit of a different scent profile if Respirate's a little too aggressive for you. So those are the differences between those 4.
Yeah.
Kyle Becker wants to know: do you make a nasal spray?
We do not. No. But I think I don't know. I wonder if like the steam bath that we were talking about could be super beneficial, because that really helps.
I actually
drip
wouldn't
out.
recommend shooting essential oils up your nostrils anyway, like in like direct concentration, because that's a very kind of
Right.
sensitive area in there. So, developing a nasal spray that maybe included essential oils, I think would be too harsh on your nasal system. But something that's worked for, I have allergies really bad, and so do my kids. And so we get like the stuffed nose. And if you actually just use like a saline or a salt, they make like a salt saline that you can put in your nose, and it kind of it's kind of gross at first. This might be too gross to talk about on a live, but
She's going for it.
It kind of irritates your nose a little bit, like that salt in there, and so it helps your nose clear out. And then like Retha said, doing the steam where you put a drop or two of Respiratory sniffle stopper in the water, then once you've kind of cleared out your nose a little bit, you can do that inhalation and get it into your
Just
system.
fully in.
Yeah.
Another option that could be great are the pre-made personal inhalers. We have the Respirate one that has the Himalayan salt in it, and I know people who like live with one up each nose, for like all of the seasonal time that they suffer with allergies, and they just like stick them right up and breathe it in. So that might be an option too. It helps protect from anything else getting in there, and it also helps with that clearing it
And they're
being able to
portable.
breathe easier. And they're portable.
Like, what's
So you can have them stuck up your nose at work. You can have them stuck up your nose at the park.
I
you're
encourage you to put them in
driving.
your nose in the car, and then just turn over and look at somebody at a stoplight and see what
You have
happens.
two white inhalers sticking out. That wouldn't be awkward at all.
I love what Tiffany Rose is saying. A reminder to folks with ragweed allergies that chamomile may not be the best for you.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's good to know.
they have very similar compounds, and it's another reason why we give such a variety in our blends
Yeah.
to accommodate those who may not be able to handle chamomile.
And Jill is asking, Danny, did you have a question really fast?
I could, yes. It's not my question. Gabfest says that she's wondering or hoping that we'll make a blend to help boost progesterone. And Carrie Kins agrees with Gabfest. And I don't know enough about progesterone to...
Yeah, it'll be something we can look into, though.
Is that like what's the one? Clary Sage is kind of a...
Yeah, because
It helps
progesterone
with
is like a
hormones.
fertility and hormones.
Okay.
It's a-
all
Yeah,
right.
so we have
Yeah, that's-
Balance and Clary Sage, which are
Balance,
known
of
to
course.
to assist with hormones, but specifically like progesterone.
For progesterone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
Huh.
know. I would have to look into it. I don't know. Maybe these smarter ladies do, but
The-
No, those were good recommendations. Like I would probably say Clary Sage or Balance.
The cool thing about plant therapy, the thing I love about our company is our customer feedback really does direct our product development. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
keep if that's something you're interested in, and it's possible for us to do.
yeah. So Jill on Facebook is asking, where does quiet cough fit into the mix?
my
And we have a question that is related. She's like, we do? Yeah, right here.
Yeah, okay. Which oil or blend is best for cough versus which is best for allergies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a little bit different.
A lot of those differences really come from with allergies, you want to focus on reducing inflammation. Whereas for helping with coughs, you want to open your airways and kind of lighten up the amount of like mucus and things that are building up.
And then something like a Respirate is just gonna like really clear you up
Yeah,
here,
clear out
right?
your-
And the sinuses, like the drainage and things like that. That's gonna be more the Respirate. So it's really like the inflammation versus the clearing things up for the cough, and then the Respirate's gonna open your airways. A lot.
We had another question like which oil or blend is best for a stuffy nose?
Snuffy.
A snuffy
Do you have
nose.
a snuffy nose?
Nothing, no.
Respirate to me is like my go-to. That stays in the shower with me just so I can enjoy it like in the shower in the morning, and it kind of helps clear you up. For a blend, I mean, of course there's there's peppermint and eucalyptus, but I think rosemary gets overlooked here too, and that's another really great one that can just kind of help clear you up.
It kind of helps with foggy headedness a little bit
Yeah.
too. That tends to come with allergies or
Yeah.
when you're having respiratory, you feel like your head is
We
just
could not
struggling
talk today.
Not talk.
It's all the creamer in our coffee.
It's all the
Straight
creamer in
sugar.
our coffee.
And if you're sensitive to eucalyptus,
Mm-hmm.
Rosalina, isn't Rosalina a good?
Yes, and Rosalina is great for coughs, and one of my favorite essential oils of all times is balm mint bush.
Mm-hmm.
And balm mint bush has like a higher menthol content to it, so it's really supportive for like a cough. It's one of the main ingredients in quiet cough, but it's also really gentle and supportive if you have a cold or allergies too.
About the lives is when customers respond and answer questions from other customers that we weren't able to get to. And I did see, it looked like maybe it was Donna who asked if you can use the Himalayan salt inhaler if you have high blood pressure.
Oh.
And then April Maria came on and said, that's a good question. The amount of salt you are breathing in is drastically different than eating salt in general. And then she gave a comparison. So it's not something you would necessarily have to be concerned about if you have high blood pressure using. It's fine. If you have high blood pressure, I'm using the Himalayan salt inhaler. So April, thank you for responding to that question. And then one more question, Danny raised his hand, but one more because Karen Blair asked, not sure my post came through. My question is, what essential oils do you use? I know there are different brands and some may not be good for us.
That's a really good question.
It is a good question. And Karen, we are all aromatherapists here at Plant Therapy. So Plant Therapy is a brand of essential oils. We do all the manufacturing and production of the essential oils right here in Twin Falls, Idaho. That's where we're located. So we are a brand of essential oils, and so I would recommend you look. And I know I already saw customers typing planttherapy.com. If you have any questions, we're happy to answer them, and I know our customers watching will be more than happy to answer. You know, if you have any questions, you mentioned some may not be good for us, right? So any questions about quality, anything like that, we're happy to address for you. But
well, and something to note too, if you're asking for like which essential oils specifically like would you use or which ones aren't safe, I think it just all goes into, it's very personal. So if you have sensitivities to certain oils, make sure that you check our blog and some of the charts that we have, or if you have children that you're wanting to use these with or around, we have our Kid Safe chart, and we actually have a downloadable on our website that tells you a list of all the oils that are good for which kind of concern you're looking at. So if you're looking at respiratory specifically, there's a downloadable that gives you recommendations of what Plant Therapy carries that you could possibly use.
and you can find that at planttherapy.com/downloads.
And so much other stuff.
So much education
fun,
and
and then we
information,
have
and
a
coloring
basic
pages, and
so
Yeah.
many DIYs.
Cards,
It's great.
you can send like Father's Day, Mother's Day.
you can,
cards
yeah.
on there.
There's a lot of fun things on there.
There's a really good question that does not have a very easy answer, I think, from Iman Malaka. Plus, not an easy name to say.
Just difficult all the way around.
He or she says, which oils help in regaining sense of smell and taste due to COVID? I think my wife's sense of smell has completely changed in like things that she used to like to eat
Well,
and
we
stuff.
even have employees here that are dealing with that too.
Yeah.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, you know, of course so I know that you can do scent training with your nose. That's usually what the doctors are kind of recommending. So it's not really that there's an essential oil that can
help bring it back.
help bring it back, but you can use essential oils to help create that brain olfactory connection, like taking a lemon oil, like this is lemon oil, smelling it, and doing that several times. So I know that essential oils can be used to kind of help regain that.
It's like retrain your brain to smell how it's supposed to smell, right? How it used to smell.
Yeah.
And I know that, well, I don't know, but I have always guessed that some of the things that COVID did to our sense of smell was the inflammation caused, cuts off those connections between our olfactory system and our brain, and some of that's irreversibly
It is really
damaged.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Really fascinating. And it is a struggle for those who do work here and need their sense of smell to create things.
It's hard
Yeah.
to work for an essential oil business.
Yeah.
The smell.
When all you can smell is like mold or burnt toast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and something to keep in mind too, talking about scent training using essential oils, to be really careful with that because we could probably accidentally overwhelm our systems. Like going back to using too much of a good thing type of thing. I think, you know, if you feel like you can't smell it or you're not smelling it effectively, sometimes we're more likely to want to use more
Right.
to try and trigger it. And so we want to be really careful because even though our senses aren't picking up on that aroma, our body still is, and it's still going into our systems. So it's just kind of doing a little bit at a time. Because if your smell comes back or it's starting to work, it's not going to take more than a drop or two to notice.
Yeah,
It's there.
That's a good point, Darby.
Yeah, but there is some research.
Start over. Let's try again.
Redo.
Here,
Someone
I'm gonna
said it looks
restart.
like you're ready for the weekend. Apparently, there is some research. So I would do some Googling. You know, how can you regain your smell, and just you know, don't do anything Google says to do, right? But if you're like, hey, this kind of makes sense and it seems safe, you know, try some of those things. But I think, you know, using them in a safe, appropriate way and trying to retrain with the scents of essential oils. I should stop talking.
And by the way,
could be an option that you could try for sure.
Iman Malaka is a she from South Africa.
Oh,
That's
thank you.
Good. Great clarifying that with us.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
Yeah. Okay, so I am. I think customers are ready to talk about July Customer Appreciation.
I'm
Month.
ready to talk about it.
They're coming in. If you do have any other questions about respiratory support, please email cs@planttherapy.com. We have aromatherapists on our CS team, and we have a whole staff of. I mean, one time we did a live on all of our aromatherapists. Like we have 20 or something.
We have a
It's
lot, and a lot more coming.
and a lot more coming.
A lot more in
yeah.
the process.
So feel free to email us with your questions, and we'll be happy to address them. But July Customer Appreciation Month, we are now getting questions about that, and it is day 2. So if you are new, you will see a lot of customers using JCAM. We often say JCAM, but what it's referring to is our July Customer Appreciation Month. And we used to do like Christmas in July, and then really we changed it over so it was all about what our customers wanted, huge savings, and now we call it July Customer Appreciation Month. So it starts from July 1st and goes through July 31st. There are daily deals, just some really fun things happening. So one of the questions that I saw is, will we be doing a daily live? And I will be doing a daily, just like quick live, just to answer any of your questions during the weekday. Not gonna guarantee I'll be on a weekend.
Oh, come on.
But during the weekday, I will be jumping, or sometimes maybe I'll make Katrina do it, or have Darby do it, or something, but somebody will. On Fridays, we do plan to continue to do this, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
As far as I know. But
Let's
the rest
decide
of
that
the,
right now. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
The rest of the weekdays, we will be hopping on, telling you what the live is, and we'll be there to answer any of your questions. So that is one of the questions I saw. Today's deal. Who wants to tell them about today's deal?
I can.
So I don't have to keep talking.
I can because I'm sitting close to some of the things that are on sale. So pick me. Okay, so today's deal is you can get 20% off kid-safe products, and just to clarify on that, that is our oil blends that have the white cap.
Yep.
So our kid-safe branded products are 20% off today, and that does include these guys, our Aroma Plush, which I know our customers are always looking for a chance for these to be on sale. So good news, these are on sale, and all of our kid-safe branded oils, you can get 20% off.
Yes. And someone's asking if there will be a different deal every day. And, you know, really it's just it's a little crazy. That's really what it is.
It's a little JCAM's wild.
It's wild. Today's deal, the 20% off the kid-safe white cap oils and the Aroma Plushes, that goes through Sunday. So today, Saturday, and Sunday, you will be able to save the 20% off the kid-safe and the white cap and the Aroma Plushes. Tomorrow, it was tomorrow, right? At 10 a.m.,
This is so exciting.
we will be doing a lightning deal that lasts for 2 hours.
That's
So
it.
this is all mountain time, by the way. When I'm talking about it, it's all Denver, Idaho mountain time. And so the deal, we have a 2-hour lightning deal tomorrow, which is, well, I should give a hint. I probably should, but I don't want to give it away. Let's
I'll
just
help you
say
with this,
it
maybe.
will include, okay, give a hint.
Oh no, because the hint is I didn't give it away. It's a really sweet deal.
It's a really sweet deal.
I'll say
I
that.
like
It's
it.
a really
That's a
sweet
good
deal.
one.
The
Yeah,
lightning
yeah.
deal is a really sweet deal.
So tomorrow, on top of the 20%, we will also be doing a lightning deal that goes from, that's only 2 hours, it goes from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Mountain Time. And Darby's hint is it's a really sweet deal.
I love that.
Emphasis on the sweet.
Emphasis on the sweet.
Maybe.
I mean, in fact,
caramel
everything
corn.
that's related to it is really sweet. So.
I do too.
Oh, it's sweeter than sugar scrub, Leanne.
Sweet orange? Question mark.
Sweeter than sweet orange. It's the sweetest of all the sweets we've ever offered.
I'm gonna say, sugar tooth sweet. I think sugar scrub. Maybe didn't help.
Okay, so check it out tomorrow. That's just for 2 hours that you can save big on some sweet blends.
Oh, there she said
I
blends.
did it. I really did it. I went for it.
She threw the blends out there.
Okay, so check that out, and then Sunday it will be the same, and then we have something new for you on Monday.
Lizer has been so patient. Lizer
Oh.
Bean. She just has asked, are we going to see any new products, possibly?
Yes.
And one of them's mine.
I know.
That's true.
So it's my first solo product.
New product.
Is coming out this month.
So, I just like to tell all the secrets. You will be seeing some new products. You will be seeing a new passive diffuser, which some of us are really excited about. No, we're all really excited about, but that's the one that Darby's been working on. And you will be seeing, should I just say it?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think
Katrina
so.
is the party
People
pooper.
are waiting
party
for
pooper.
Retha to be on here because they know.
Well, maybe one of the lives. Maybe one of the
overrule.
lives when Katrina's not here. You will be seeing another new product launch as well, but you're gonna have to come back when Katrina's not here.
Now, Retha, you had mentioned doing something possibly daily when it comes to lives. Is that going to be on all of the platforms or just
So
ones
I
you
will.
choose?
I will go live on Facebook, but we will be posting it on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
YouTube, or do you know? Okay.
I don't know. We can find out. But I will go live. Katrina, you
Katrina,
give
give
a phone call. I will just say that I may or may not have seen it on this live. So,
For the Love of Music says, what is a passive diffuser?
Oh, great question.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
it is a good question.
So-
and I'm not going to give away what the passive diffuser
I know.
is.
I'm not going to give away what it is because we want it
I've
to be
got
a
a
surprise.
passive
Yes.
diffuser.
But we can show
Control
a passive
water run.
diffuser.
There you go, Katrina.
We gotta keep the suspense going.
So guys, just so you know, this one that I'm going to show you, this is not the new one.
No.
Okay, just want to clarify that for any of our new customers. This is not our new one.
This is our bonus. Did it come back in stock?
Yes, it did.
I thought so, like a couple days ago.
Yeah,
right?
so this is back in stock. This is the current passive diffuser we have. And what passive diffusion means is you're not using water, you're not using like a water-based diffuser, you're just using kind of a porous surface that you can
But
add essentials to.
our reed diffusers are also a passive
That's true.
diffuser.
Yeah, so anything that's not using like
That's
electricity.
dispersing it
Yeah,
into the air.
electricity or water, you're just kind of adding essential oils to the surface. Usually it's a porous surface, like with our Lotus, that you can add your drops to. And I always like to remind people with passive diffusion, it's great, but it's not intended to work the same way as like an electric diffuser. So it's meant for small spaces like a desk or an office or a bathroom or something like that. Where you can really enjoy the aroma. And if you are sensitive to a lot of aromas, sometimes passive diffusion is a good option too.
Yeah. Awesome. So we do have a new passive diffuser coming out, but I'm not going to give you any other hints about it, what it is, how it works, nothing like that. And then another new product, and I thought, someone was asking if we're going to have a hint calendar like we did last year. We are not. You will find everything on the home page when the deal is active and live, or you can also go to our coupons page, which I posted the URL. We talked about the URL yesterday, but I don't remember exactly. So just go to the footer of our website and click on like the coupons link, and that will take you to the coupons page, and check that out.
Erica remembers a live that I did.
A TV paper roll.
Where we had this
Don't worry,
conversation.
our new one
about
won't be a
this.
TV
No.
paper
Well,
roll.
she knows. She's like, Darby helped develop this. She's talked to us about this before. It's not a TP.
It's a TP paper roll in the shape of.
Now maybe J
something
Camp
fun.
last year, if I would have been here, just to be funny, I maybe would have developed a TP paper roll.
That would have been
It would have been
awesome.
very valuable.
That's pretty funny. Okay, I think that's enough July customer appreciation hints. Thank you, Danny. Danny Romero. Danny's like, what I did? Thank you, Danny.
Hi,
Danny
Danny.
Romero from customer service put the URL to the coupons page. But I think that is enough hints for our July customer appreciation month today. We will be back for more, I'm sure. But don't forget, today through Sunday, you can get 20% off Kid Safe branded white cap oils and our aroma plushes. So now would be a great time to stock up on Christmas gifts or something with those, especially. So, and again, if you ever, Danny, whoo!
Ooh, so many Danny's.
Danny, do you have a question?
Well, piano in my home. Piano in my home. Why was that so hard? Piano in my home was just wondering, how often do you replace oils in the passive diffuser? I was just trying to decide whether...
That's a good question. So it kind of depends on which oil or blend you're using, because some that are a little stronger in aroma are going to last for maybe 2 days at max. I usually don't say that something's going to last more than 2 days, because typically these are kind of designed for every day or so to refresh the oil.
I
on the
refresh
surface.
mine on my desk just every morning.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, but just really when you can't smell it anymore.
Yeah.
Add another few drops, couple of drops.
Yeah, and the stronger smelling oils are going to come through a little bit better.
Or the
on
thicker
it, too.
ones.
And the thicker, yeah, those really thick. As much as I love citruses, citruses are pretty volatile.
Yeah.
So sometimes just a citrus by itself, you'll notice that they don't smell as long.
Yeah, it evaporates real quick.
Last month, we donated to the Trevor Project, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a new...
Yes,
One
I
this
talked
month,
about
or-
it yesterday on the live. So we do. So this month, the oil is No Worries. It's a kid safe blend. So you could get 20% off of it, and we're still going to donate $5 to the Boys and Girls Club. So it's the Kid Safe No Worries blend. For every purchase of that blend during the month of July, we will be donating $5 to the Boys and Girls Club. And just as we'll kind of wrap up with this. For those that don't know what we're talking about, plant therapy starting in May, we started a new Planting Kindness initiative. And Planting Kindness is like Plant Therapy's philanthropic, I don't know.
Good job, Danny.
Program. And so we started something new with that, and every month we are choosing a new charity or foundation, and we will be donating money to that based off of, the customer support, right? So in May, we did, it was our self-esteem blend, and we ended up donating over $5,000 to the JED Foundation, which helps specifically with teens and those at college, mental health. And then last month, we created a blend that we called Pride, and it smelled like Skittles, and it was wonderful. And we just calculated what we are donating, and it was like over 5,000, and Chris was like, I'm going to make it an even 6,000. So yesterday we did a $6,000 donation to the Trevor Project. And then this month, it'll be $5 for every purchase of No Worries, our Kid Safe No Worries blend, and that will be donated to the Boys and Girls Club. So, and then August, we will have a new one.
I love this initiative.
Me too.
I think
Yeah.
this is just so exciting and fun, and I just think this is great.
And it really allowed us to look at every place we've ever donated to and say, what are we missing? And so we're throwing in some over the next few months, places that we haven't donated as much as we wish we would have. So that's been fun too, to really, because normally something comes up and we donated, or there's a lot of local, like to the Boys and Girls Club locally, we've been partners with for years, and we've donated a lot too. So some of it's we just get into our routine of these local donations, or some need comes up, and so we make that donation, right? But this is really allowing us to step back and look at every place that we've donated to and be like, what are we missing here? Where do we want to support that we really haven't given as much support to that we want to? So It's been pretty cool to do that.
And
We're
it's fun.
excited.
I think it's kind of fun to include our customers in in that.
Yeah.
Like that they're getting to be
And
part of
they
what
have
we're
been
donating.
so amazing. When we first started this, we were, it's always kind of hesitant to know how much support, especially because people really want to give back, but it's hard to put that money there. And so when we initially started this, we said we won't donate less than $2,500. That was the minimum that Plant Therapy had decided to donate. Even if we didn't get enough purchases of that oil, we were still going to always hit that $2,500 dollar amount. And we've been well over 5,000 both of the months we've done it. That's amazing. The customer the support we've received has been absolutely
amazing.
It's
been great, and
so
it gives a lot of visibility to those organizations. A lot of those organizations are kind of nonprofit type things, and so getting the word out about what their organization is and what they do and how they help communities. I'm sure, I'm speaking for them, but I'm sure that they appreciate that we're really helping give visibility to those causes too, which I think is exciting.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's great to end on.
Yeah.
Shout out to our customers.
Shout out to our customers, our July Customer Appreciation Month. We absolutely love you, appreciate you. And we will see you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Monday is
Monday.
our,
Monday.
we celebrate the 4th of whatever. It's a paid holiday. We do it on Monday. So there you have it. We'll be back Tuesday. I don't know what I'm talking about. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. See you Tuesday.